Friends, we welcome to the Legal Breeze. Today we will be discussing about the importance of the voice vote in the conduct of the parliamentary businesses as per the Constitution of India. We know we have a bicameral system as per our Constitution. Please read Article 79, which talks about the composition of the House of the Parliament, which includes the President of India, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Both Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha is entitled to have a separate secretariat offices, and Lok Sabha is headed by the Speaker. Rajya Sabha is headed by the chairman called Vice President of India. Of course, both the houses are entitled to have Deputy Speaker and the Deputy Chairperson as the case may be. Again, all the members should take necessary oath before they take charge, particularly under Article 99. The voting is regulated by various provisions. Of course, Article 100 is very important for the subject matter of our discussion is concerned. Article 100, 104, 118, 119, these are the important articles. You all should look into this for the purposes of this particular discussion is concerned. Voice vote shall be used only in the ordinary matters. Say example, when the aspects are conducted routinely like passing the budget, sometimes the presidential thanks motion or motion of thanks to the presidential address, something like that. But for important aspects like when a bill is to be amended, when a bill is a new bill is introduced, important bills, constitutional amendment bills are introduced, or otherwise whenever the opposition is demanding for the division of votes, when the no confidence motion is initiated by the opposition or trust vote is initiated by the ruling party, in all these occasions, voice vote shall not be used. Unfortunately, today's trend is that for everything the government is moving all the bills through the voice vote, particularly the important bills. The notable among them are the farm bills relating to farm laws. This is a very unfortunate tendency. By using this voice vote, you are suppressing the voice of the opposition. When the opposition is disrupting the house instead of debating, they are also behaving unparliamentarily. Unfortunately, government is also behaving unparliamentarily. Both should respect the parliamentary practices, both the opposition as well as the government, because the parliament is the highest forum representing the will of the people. When both the parties, namely the government and the opposition, is not following the procedure laid down by the parliament, rules framed by the parliament, and the mandate given by the Constitution of India, where people can go. In fact, all these things cannot be raised as a question in the courts of law. This is yet another problem. But in spite of that, some questions have been addressed way back in Jharkhand Mukti Morcha case. Later on, you know that there is a case called Cash for Query scam or LAD scheme scam. When Sri Somnath Chatterjee happens to be the Speaker of Lok Sabha, he expelled 10 MPs from the Lok Sabha because they are caught hand in glove that they are accepting money. So voice vote should not be used when the division of votes called by the opposition. It is not the right of the prerogative of the officer to go for the voice vote. In fact, if at all you are really respecting the democracy, if at all you are really respecting the dissent, then necessarily the voice vote is the route. Voice vote is the mandate of the Constitution. Unfortunately, many a times the presiding officers are leaning towards the government rather than maintaining the neutrality. We don't say that all officers are doing this. Just now I have cited that the courage and conviction shown by the then Lok Sabha Speaker Sri Somnath Chatterjee. You have to respect the opposition. Opposition should also adhere to the parliamentary practices. So people should remember the provisions which I have told you. Voice vote is certainly important, but that cannot be used for important purposes. For example, when there is a trust deficit, for example, there is a no confidence motion is moved against the government. When the important bills, when there is important policy discussions are to be taken. Again, there are certain discussions can be taken under votable items as well as non-votable items. So example, rule 193, 194, 192, all these things you can look into that. So please read article 100, and when the person is voting without qualification, he is attracting penalty under article 104. Of course, that is not the subject matter of our discussion, just I am telling you. So please read article 100, 117, 118, all these things. God bless you. Jai Hind.